Hello, everyone. Mystic Magic Lady here. Let's get into the energy for today, September 4th, 2021. But whenever you see this will be the right time for you. Okay. Hope you all see this. Dream without fear. Love it. Just a reminder. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. My candle went out. Let's light this again real quick. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let's get a message on the energy for today. What is the energy of the collective? What are we all feeling out there? What are the challenges and potential outcomes? September 4th. What is the energy for today? September 4th. What are people feeling? What are the challenges? Potential outcomes. September 4th. It's for the collective. General, I hope it resonates with some of you. If it doesn't, then it's just not for you today. Let's see. What is the energy today on the collective, please? September 4th. Challenges and potential outcomes. Thank you, Spirit. Right. September 4th. Let's get the collective energy, please. What are people feeling out there today? What is the energy today on the collective? Could it be? Really? Okay. I'll take two of these. Oh my goodness. All right, there's a double 4 here, 4-4. So this is a message for somebody. Is the number 4 important to you somehow? Okay, 4. 4 is the Emperor, the number of the Emperor, and 4 is swords. 4-4, 44. It's a angel number. 4 is about stability, foundations. Okay, so with this energy, with the Emperor is all about being secure in your foundations, okay? The Emperor is an energy of having control, being able to lead and rule justly. This is an energy of someone who really is quite passionate, has a lot of drive, goes after what they want. This is a big energy of like entrepreneurial spirit. So some of you might be thinking about starting your own business, and maybe you're really putting a lot of work into that today. But it's also just taking control of your own life, feeling like you're in control, being able to move forward and take action and go after what you want. The Emperor is also about solid, strong foundations. Okay. Now, it's interesting that that energy is also with this 4 of Swords because this is about resting. All right, so this is very conflicting here. So it's about resting your heart, taking a time out. Some of you might not be feeling good. This could sometimes indicate having to stay, a hospital stay or a retreat. This is really about retreating and finding some peace so you could recover, rest your mind. If you've had a lot of mental chatter or a lot of mental stress, it's about taking a time out from that and really trying to regain your strength, going within and finding some introspection. Okay, so together with the Emperor, it's really about taking charge and going after what you want, but also it's about taking charge in your healing. Okay, really being able to be in control of resting, being in control of your health, being in control of your heart and your mind, and being able to take a time out when you need to rest, recover, rejuvenate, okay? But there's a lot of you who may be feeling, have a lot of attention on your foundations. For some of you, it could be your work, your stability in your job, your career, and maybe having to take a time out from that right now and really reorganize your thoughts and your energy, and maybe trying to just go within and try and recover, rest, rejuvenate, so you can go after what it is that you want and really take control like the emperor and be able to create secure foundations. And the emperor is also a very fierce leader. The emperor is a card of, being able to lead, but lead justly, okay? Being able to be a leader and take care of the people that you care about, okay? And people looking up to you for guidance, help, support, okay? So some of you might already have those kind of responsibilities and are in that leadership role, however, may be feeling a little run down, or maybe you're a little overwhelmed, or maybe there's just been a lot of stuff you've had to take care of. So there may be in time right now to take a bit of a break from that and recover and rest yourself, maybe do a little introspection so you can continue to move forward, and with confidence, and be able to lead and continue to really build your empire. Okay, so it's a need to rest, recover, rejuvenate, find some introspection, and really be that leader. And sometimes leaders, they need a break, right? It's not always taking action, not always moving, but the emperor knows when to rest, when to go within and figure out what the next move is going to be. Very interesting energy here. I can't get over the double fours. Please look it up. For those of you who it's resonating with, please look up the number meanings. There's tons of numerology out there and angel numbers. 4-4. I believe it really is saying that you are on the right path. Okay. And it's okay if you need to rest and relax and reevaluate things. Okay. Because in order to make things solid and, to build a solid ground, you have to take the time to really look at all angles, to be able to rest yourself, and so you could move forward, right? And continue to build your empire. All right, let's see. What is the challenge? Okay. Wow. Number 5. The challenge, the Hierophant. Okay. Very interesting. We were dealing with this yesterday. The Hierophant could talk about dealing with rigid systems, remember? But since this is the challenge, that some of you could still be challenged really having to deal with some sort of structure, maybe having to deal with, the courts or some kind of structure, higher ups, government, courts, churches, things like that. So there is a challenge still. Also, this is a challenge of really trying to, for some of you, there may be a challenge to really make a deep, solid commitment, okay? And that may be why you're having to really find some introspection and take that time out and rest and heal and go within, because there is a challenge here for some of you to really be able to build something that's solid. Some of you might be having a hard time being able to create some kind of solid foundation, or maybe you're having a hard time getting some commitment from somebody or some situation. Maybe having a hard time with some kind of structures, maybe having a hard time getting a commitment from a bank situation, or a school, or some system where you may be having a hard time dealing with that. For some of you, it's also could be about a relationship or marriage. Maybe there's, for some of you, having to take a time out And maybe some of you are going through a divorce or a separation and maybe having a hard time maybe getting that divorce, or maybe having a hard time trying to make a decision. Some of you might be trying to figure out whether or not to get married, trying to build a solid foundation, with a union with a lover. And maybe that's a challenge right now. Maybe you're not sure which way to go. Do you want to go forward with that? Do you want to build something solid with someone? Do you want to take that leap? Do you want to make that full commitment of marriage, or, something like that? Or, for some of you, maybe you're in a big commitment. You're in something that has been stressful, a commitment that's left you now having to take a time out, and maybe you're challenged because maybe you might want to have to divorce or separate, and you're not really ready to make a big commitment to somebody. Or this may be having a hard time making a commitment to, a job or some kind of financial institution, or something of that nature. It's going to resonate differently for all of you depending on your situation. And we'll clarify this. All right, let's see what the outcome is. What's the outcome, please? Let me see what the outcome is. What is the outcome here? Okay, let me go get that. Ah, wow, all these big cards. Okay, so the outcome is the Magician. So this is really creating what you want. The Magician, has all the elements, is able to manifest what it is that they're working on, okay? So whatever this is, and this is something big for some of you. This is some kind of big, solid, either commitment. For some of you, this is a relationship. For some of you, this is some kind of career move, work, job. Maybe some of you are trying to build your own business. Whatever it is that you are trying to do, and you have this Emperor energy, okay? So this is solid energy of someone who goes after what they want and creates it right here with the Magician, okay? Having stable foundations, taking the action that you need to. However, there's a need right now to rest, rejuvenate, go within, figure out, is this really what you want? Trying to figure out maybe what your next move is. Some of you might be just way stressed and need to just chill out for a little bit, right? Because stress will, physically affect us. So if you're stressed out and been, working a lot at something, you need to take a time out because you don't want to wind up in the hospital. You want to rest, take care of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, rejuvenate, okay? And come back to this because, right now there may be some having a hard time really committing to something or dealing with some kind of rigid systems and structures. If you're trying to build a business, you might be having to deal with, other people or banks or some kind of institutions that are maybe a challenge right now. For some of you, like I said, relationship wise, maybe you're having a hard time deciding whether you want to make that solid, strong, commitment. Some of you might be trying to get out of a commitment. Like I said, a marriage, relationship, and right now there's a need to go within, because whatever you want, whatever you decide that you want, you're gonna get, and you're gonna create it with the Magician energy here, okay? Well, let's clarify this energy real quick here. Okay, I'm going to use these cards here. They're calling to me. Haven't used these in a while. All right. Let's get some clarification here, please, on the energy here, the Emperor and the Four of Swords. What is this energy about? Please give us some clear guidance. What do people need to know about this energy today? The Emperor and the Four of Swords. Okay. All right. What is this about? What's the energy today about? Okay. Five of Spears, which is like the Five of Wands, okay? So again, having to take a time out because there has been, this is, about a situation that has maybe been stressful, definitely. A bit of a conflict, okay? This is something to do with, whatever it is for you that's been a struggle and a conflict lately, and, maybe having you feeling a lot of tension. Some of you might be feeling anxieties. This is, again, this is about some kind of some conflict. So trying, and this could also be about, being conflicted about which way to go on something. But this is, just something has been a struggle. This is whatever you've been struggling with lately, okay? And it's, you know, um, maybe been stressful. Maybe you've been really trying to create something, or, been working hard on something, but this is left you like this, okay? Having to rest because you are, you're the Emperor energy here. You are involved in some situation that you might really be passionate about, but it's been a struggle. I'm not going to lie. So, whatever that is for you, you'll know immediately. Whatever you've been struggling with has been, a conflict you've been putting a lot of energy into. There may be other people involved, and, really trying to work at something. But whatever it is, there's a need to really take a time out and regain some balance, heal that heart, heal that mind, get some introspection because you've been dealing with some kind of struggle or conflict that has had you really heated. Some of you I'm feeling have been, really heated, have, sparks flying. There's some situation that's just been a struggle, okay? So whatever that is for you, you really you'll know, and it's something that, you have been trying to take the lead in, really maybe something that you're really trying to accomplish. It's been a struggle, and it's, leaving you a little fatigued maybe, and just stressed and need a timeout. It's okay. We all need a timeout sometimes, okay? Let's clarify the challenge here with the Hierophant. What is this challenge about? Thank you. Yikes. Okay, the Nine of Swords. Again, whatever this stressful situation is, it's coming to an end, and you're struggling to get to that end here, okay? There is something that for some of you, you have been dealing with some kind of system or structure or something big that's been, a lot of burdens for some of you. For some of you, it could be, like I said, a relationship that's just been burdensome. You've had to struggle. You've been, maybe really trying to make something work. And, it's it's how you're having a hard time. It's a struggle to make it work. You may be carrying around a lot of burdens, really, in this situation. This could also have to do, like I said, with some higher court, or, some kind of job or school or some kind of system. It's just, really been an effort, a struggle, and you've been, really burdened by whatever this is for you, okay? You've been working on, and it's, again, causing you to really need to rest and maybe take some introspection and figure out what it is you want to create there as the magician, because you have the power, you have what it takes. You just need to kind of refocus, rebalance, because there is a struggle with either a person or some situation that is maybe a big commitment, and you're not sure if you want to make that big commitment. Maybe you're afraid, if you make this commitment, it's gonna be very, taxing. It's going to have, carry a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibilities. And maybe you're not sure if you really are ready for all that or want that, right? Okay, so let's see what the Magician is about here. What is the Magician about? What is the Magician about? Okay. Wow, 2 nines. 9 of Shields, which is again, almost, trying to complete something. The Nine of Shields is like the discs or the pentacles. So this is about, completing something that has value to it. So either a job, okay? Perhaps for some of you, you are creating a new job. Maybe you are in a position where you are ready to move on to something else. And but the Nine of Shields is about you creating your best self, okay? The Nine of Shields talks about really becoming the best at what you do, okay? This talks about like really becoming the best version of yourself. The Knight of Shields is really, taking it to the top of your game, basically. So this is the Magician is, whatever it is that you want, okay? And maybe you're in a situation, if this has something to do with a career or job, that it's a struggle. It's maybe been a struggle. You may be having to figure out if this is really what you want to do, because you have what it takes. You can take action and create what you want, this Magician. But there is some conflict here on whether or not you want to make this big commitment. This may be something that's going to have a lot of burdens on you. And what with the Nine of Shields and the Magician, this is you really taking it to the next level. This is you reaching the top of your game. Okay. So in your field, in your career, if it's a relationship, this is you really creating something really solid. And but for some of you, it's usually more of a solitary energy of like really, working at whatever it is you're doing to really take it to the top, you know. So I feel for a lot of you, this has something to do with your money, your stability, your foundations, your career, your work, and really creating something that's really going to be taking you to the next level. Okay. And for some of you, there's just some need to really rest and figure out if this is really what you want, because some of you are conflicted, I feel. You're not sure if you want to make this big commitment. There's been a lot of struggle. Maybe there's a lot of burdens with it. And, but you are going to take it to the top. You are going to create what you want and go after what you want and really work at becoming the best version of yourself and really being able to reach those goals and, become the best at what you do. So, interesting energy. There's definitely, though, a need for people to rest right now, okay? Because I see that you're working on something that is, it's not easy. It is not easy. There's been some struggle lately, but you are going after it. And maybe you need to figure out right now if this is what you want to go after. If you're in a situation where it's like a love thing, do you really want to make this commitment? If you're trying to get out of a commitment that has been a burden and a struggle, this could be, the challenge right now too is, do I stay? Do I go? How do I end this? How do I move forward? Okay, but you can become the best version of yourself. You have what it takes. You have the tools necessary to keep climbing that mountain and get to the top, okay? But again, watch your stress levels, and right now, take care of yourself. Go within, do some introspection, and really figure out what it is that you want to create, because you're the Magician. You're this powerful emperor. You could create what you want. There's just been some burdens and some stress and some tension and some situations that are leaving you a little depleted right now, and you need to rest, go within, and figure it out what it is you want to create, because you will create it. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and ask these animal spirits to give us a message here. Animal spirit guides, please tell us what animal medicine we could use What do people need to know? What's the animal medicine that we could use right now? Any messages from our animal spirit guides? Please reveal. Animals. What is the message from our... Ooh, okay. Hawk. All right, Hawk. This is Mercury energy. Hawk is connected to Mercury. He's the messenger, okay? Hawk medicine is about flying high, okay? Really observing and being aware of omens, being aware of messages, being aware of the messages you're receiving, okay? For some of you, you could be getting, there could be some news or some message that's coming in. This is also telling you just be observant and look and see what kind of opportunities are around you, because you need to take a chance on those opportunities when they present themselves. Hawk medicine, again, like, is about receiving messages. So for those of you, you need this rest. Like I said, going within, introspection, that's when you will connect and you will get those messages from higher source. Okay? And ask the hawk to bring you messages, guidance, and clarity, because you need to get that. There's some a need to take a time out here, get some mental clarity and balance, and receive your messages, okay? So you know how to proceed forward and create what you want and get to the top. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to leave it there today, and I hope something resonated with you. Hope you got a message you needed to hear. I hope you are feeling well. I hope you're taking a rest, take a time out, relax, rejuvenate, meditate, and try and get those messages from your hawk medicine friends. And yeah, pay attention to messages, subtle messages from spirit, from source. Messages are always around us. Just have to open our eyes and pay attention and quiet our minds. Okay. So yeah. All right. Have a blessed day. I will see you all soon. Love and light.